The biggest hair tip for people with very, very thick hair, specifically men or people who have challenges with their hair getting really, really poofy or too big, this is going to be the video you want to watch. No, this is not Aquaman, but this is our model for today. This is Ian from Pivot Point International. And I highly suggest their mannequins. I'm also using this on a Pivot Point International stand, mannequin stand, which is very, very cool. So let's talk about this. I get a lot of comments and questions from people saying, Steven, my hair, it's very thick, it poofs out when I style it, I don't know what to do. And here are some tips. So what you want to do is when your hair is on the wet to damp side, you just get out of the shower, maybe towel blot your hair a little bit. You want to keep the majority of the work on damp hair. You don't want to dry your hair fully. First things first, use a pre-styling spray, something like my 25 spray, which is my #1 selling product. It's an amazing detangler. So if you do have long hair, this is really going to help. The product does have 25 benefits to it. That's why it's called 25 spray. It's not going to give huge volume. It's really designed to contribute. All those benefits are contributing to the style and to each one of the features of the product. So they're all really good ones, trust me. So you want to comb it through. That's the first thing you do. The second thing is then it's time to decide, how do you want to wear your hair? What kind of style do you want? Well, I'm going to start off with either, say you want a little more of a kind of gritty, more curly type textured look. You want to emphasize the waves. Well, then you're going to spray Tidal Wave when the hair is wet, right? You're going to spray it all the way around, and then you can follow up with another product. It really comes down to how you want to wear your hair. That's the secret to hairstyling, especially when you want to tame the hair. Best thing to do is to spray the product in, scrunch it into place however you want it, and then let it air dry. Don't touch it. Don't run your fingers through it, because all that's going to do is just separate the hair. It's going to create a lot more volume. If the goal here is to keep the hair very, very close to the head and make it so it doesn't poof out a lot, then this is your best solution. Next, I'm going to use my blow dry cream, my crafted blow dry cream, and then I'm going to say, well, wait a minute. Do I want something else in there? Do I want maybe a little bit more shine in the hair or something with a little more control? Well, I'm going to cocktail some shadow in here, and I'll take a little squeeze of that. And both of the products are in my hand. I'm going to combine them or cocktail them or mix them together, work it into my hands, and now we're ready to apply the actual styling solution, which is what this is going to be. It's the solution that's going to support the style. Then it's time to work it through. The work through process is fairly simple. It's very traditional. I like to kind of tame the hair lightly. What I don't like to do is rough the hair up, because we're trying to keep it a little bit more controlled. And the more you start to separate everything, it's just going to become a mess. So what I'm doing is I'm really just lightly controlling the hair, making sure it's through and it's saturated throughout the entire head shape, because what that's doing is it's really going to ensure that the hairstyle is going to be consistent, right? Then lastly, if I say, you know what, I want a little bit, my hair gets kind of frizzy, it doesn't have a lot of shine, well, that's where Sleek comes in. I'll take a little bit of Sleek or any sort of smoothing serum, and then I'm going to start at the ends like this and then work it up to the scalp area. You don't have to go directly on the scalp. I don't always suggest that with smoothing serums, but what I'll do is I'll comb it or work my hands through, because that is going to ensure that I'm getting the product on from scalp to ends. And then the last suggestion I have is if you want to do this, if you want to wear a style that has a bit more wave, then you scrunch it in very lightly while the hair has all that product in it and it's still a bit damp. Set it and forget it. If you want your hair to be a bit more straight, simply comb the product through to make sure it's all evenly distributed. Comb it through with a wide tooth comb. I suggest a wide tooth comb, and then maybe change the part or whatever you want, and then leave it. Do not touch the hair, and this is going to be your best option. If you want your hair to be kind of in the face, or you want it a bit more grungy right from the start, then take the hair and style it. I don't suggest roughing it up. Again, just lightly work it with the fingers like this, work it into shape, and then let it air dry. But I want to use one of my gray backdrops so you guys can see the mannequin head better, because I know if I put this dark hair on the black background, you wouldn't be able to see it as much. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, when it comes to your hair, especially thick hair, and for everyone who's asking me, oh, I want to tame my hair, it gets too poofy, it's too crazy, this is going to be your best option, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, do everything while the hair is damp or wet, apply the product, style it into place, and then don't touch it. And I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna help, because I've used this technique over the years many times, and it always seems to work. So let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to hit the bell notifications, because a lot of you guys aren't getting my video notifications, which kind of stinks. So click the bell to get notified of when I post videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with The Salon Guy.